We're under the jurisdiction of, I would say, more criminal matters for these.
Okay, so in the Constitution grants two jurisdictions. That's one under the common law and the other under Constitution under the condition of contract criminal aspects of a colorable amnesty jurisdiction.
At 1:30, but I got to finish my morning docket before we have all these philosophical discussions on why I have jurisdiction over you as a court.
Today we have a rookie sortsidiot challenging the seasoned wisdom of the Honourable Judge Marlena Taylor. As the case unfolds with a defendant who, while attempting to navigate the intricate path of his ridiculous sortsid arguments, seems to be quite new to the game. He is what I would consider to be an amateur, still finding his footing within the silly philosophy and rhetoric of this unconventional movement. Armed with a script, likely taken from a website or pamphlet, the defendant nervously challenges Judge Taylor on whether the court holds jurisdiction over him, a stance met with patience, but skepticism by the seasoned judge. As the proceedings unfold, the central question emerges: will Judge Taylor let the defendant slide and drop all charges, succumbing to this novice sortsid's arguments? Or will she hold him accountable, ensuring that her jurisdiction and the rules of the county prevail?
This is now the matter of the people versus Timothy Tally Williams. This is ticket SP 1283888, count 1, 2, and 3. Ticket SP 1409982, counts 1 and 2. Ticket number SP 1409983, count 1. Ticket SP 1411.
Oh, my bad.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. SP 1411848, counts 1, 2, and 3. Ticket SP 1418401, counts 1, 2, and 3. Ticket SP 1466801, count 1, 2, and 3. Ticket SP 1452301, count 1, 2, and 3. Ticket SP 1467130, count 1. Ticket number SX 2454328, counts 1 and 2, and ticket number SP 1283889, expired plates. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Judge, this is Attorney Herman Griffin. I did speak with the defendant. I did talk to him, went over his rights. However, he indicated to me that he wants to move forward without the assistance of counsel. So I just want to make sure that's in the record. And I'm going to go talk to Mr. Wallace.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Is that true, Mr. Williams? You want to move forward without counsel at this time?
Correct.
You know you have the absolute right to have counsel, especially with misdemeanors in these particular matters. But at this point in time, you want to move forward on your own, Mr. Williams?
I do.
Okay. Mr. Williams, how would you like to proceed? Do you want to have a bench trial, a jury trial, or do you want to try and resolve these matters?
I'm trying to resolve them today. And I have a couple of questions before we move forward.
Well, we'll see if I can answer them because I can't give you counsel because I'm not an attorney. I'm not practicing as an attorney. Okay, what's up, Mr. Williams?
All right, but so before you move any further, what jurisdiction is the court under? Is it civil or criminal?
This is traffic kind of acts like a hybrid. So we are it's criminal because it's misdemeanor. So with it carries the underline that you can have like jail time and fines. Usually with civil, it's just going to be fines and it's not going to be the opportunity to have jail time. And that's why you have the ability to be able to have counsel appointed to you because you get the rights kick in, right? You can have a jury trial. You can have a trial by a juror. So we're under the jurisdiction of, I would say, more criminal matters for these.
Okay, so in the Constitution grants two jurisdictions. That's one under the common law and the other under Constitution under the condition of contract criminal aspects of a colorable amnesty jurisdiction. So
this is under the misdemeanor state ordinances. As well as was not state ordinances, the misdemeanor crimes under the state law, as well as under the city ordinance violations. that these fall under. So each city is, in order to govern itself, you have the absolute power of the United States of America. After you have the absolute power of the United States of America, what they've done is they've divvied up the opportunity for states to control their own entities as long as they don't interfere with the federal stuff. So they can be more stringent than the federal laws, but they can't be any less stringent than the federal laws. And the same trickles down in the state. So then you have the state government, and then you have city government laws, which allow the opportunity for them to create ordinances and rules to be followed by those individual states. So that's how we kind of operate. And so we are able to function and operate as a city if you avail yourself to the operations of a city or a state.
I didn't get that.
I know. So we're operating under the state law, city ordinances, and state ordinance by state misdemeanor violations.
So it's colorable admiralty jurisdiction through contracts.
So that's archaic law, and what I mean by that is that that's although we use those terms, those Latin derivatives during law school, the actual practice is known as state has the ability to govern its people, and the city has further governance over its people to be able to make sure that rule and order is continued and followed within the state guidelines. All right, Mr. Williams, what do you want to do, though? Because we're not going to have a question and answer service. I've been on the docket for a while. If you do want to, you can come back at 1:30, and I'll be more than happy to continue this educational opportunity.
But no, I want a motion to dismiss for failure to.
Okay. All right. So that's not going to be granted, and that's not the correct order to do it. So if you wanted to file something like this, you could be able to file it and make the legal arguments appropriate for these matters, but you would have to state some type of legal reasoning as to why. And jurisdiction is not a legal reason. Well, it's a legal reasoning, but you can write that and see how you can find the laws that are current to our state constitution, as well as the constitution of the city of Detroit, and the rules and opportunities to be able to follow that. So if you would like to file a motion, you can have a motion date and time to be able to file that. I'm not going to dismiss them today, though.
So why can't I get dismissed today?
Because these are ordinances that you are to follow within the city. There are rules that we follow as human beings in the United States of America, especially under the city of, you are a resident of the state of Michigan and the city of Detroit.
But under what contract? Under common law or?
It's not a contract. You know, these are not contracts. Okay. So these are just regular rules. So you listen, Mr. Williams, you can either handle these matters or they'll just go back into default and be in default, as well as they'll be under warrant status. Listen, I know you are trying to handle them, but you want them dismissed. They are rules that you have to follow as a citizen of the United States of America, more importantly, as the state of Michigan, and as someone who traveled, moved about in the city of Detroit. These are the rules that have been established for reasons, and sometimes their underlying reasons are reasons that we all can see and understand clearly. Sometimes the reasons are not reasons that we really understand, but these are the rules that have been set into place. We have jurisdiction because you are a body, a person, an entity, a being that is located within the confines of the state of Michigan as of right now, who has done stuff within the state of Michigan in the city of Detroit. And that's why we have the opportunity to be able to do these things. All right. So well, Attorney Griffin, all right. All right. I can't, Mr. Williams. I can't argue back and forth today with you. I've had an amazingly long docket this morning. So I told you, you can come back and we can have this discussion at 1:30, but I need to finish the rest of the people from this morning's docket before I continue to have these discussions. So I don't mind. We can do it at 1:30, but I got to finish my morning docket before we have all these philosophical discussions on why I have jurisdiction over you as a court. Attorney Harmon Griffin, off the record in that matter.
Yeah, so the I was just letting Miss Mason, I sent you a chat message, but I believe we're ready, Judge.
I have not received a chat from you.
Oh, well, how about, do you see it now? It's okay. What's for Norman Wallace? Let me send it again, but I thought I sent it direct chat. Do you see that?
All comments, viewpoints, interpretations, and insights expressed in this video are for education and entertainment purposes. All individuals featured in the video are to be presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Please do not attempt to contact, locate, or engage with any individuals featured in the video.